What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today's going to be kind of a Detroit Tigers talk kind of thing. You guys know I'm a big Tigers and Lions fan. I'm going to be starting doing more of these videos as I've reached out to my subscribers and my viewers, and they've said, hey, can you put more sports content on there, particularly more Lions than the Tigers? But I'm a big Detroit Tigers fan. I try to watch every game, although it's been nice outside the last, 2 months. So I haven't really been watching the Tigers on a regular basis, although I could sit down and watch a 9-inning game with no problem. But guys, I'm going to talk about the Detroit Tigers here, and I guess KRod just recently was kind of pissed off. I'll use that term, pissed off at Rich Doobie, which is the pitching coach, and Brad Ausmus, the Tigers manager, and he maybe kind of floated over into a couple other folks within the organization, but he said there was a lack of communication, and he complained about his role. I can't really comment on the lack of communication because I'm not on the Tigers team. I have no affiliation with the Tigers whatsoever other than being a fan of the Tigers. But when he complained about his role, I can't really say that. I think he kind of made his own bet a little bit, only because I understand he's a competitive person. He's been a closer for pretty much his entire career, with the exception of here and I guess a couple other places he was relegated to a setup role or maybe even mop-up duty. But even though he says in the New York Post article, which, and I'll put a link down in the description, was by Justin Terranova, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. It was just a real short article that kind of summed up everything. And I also looked at, and I can't remember who the person was on the Jackson Citizen Patriot, which is a Michigan-based paper. He kind of talked about, he kind of made his own bet here a little bit. And Brad Ausmus has always been in his corner. I don't understand where the lack of communication is coming from. And just basing it off of what I've read. Yeah, Brad's kind of, he may come off as a little harsh, maybe a little, for lack of a better term, a little abrasive. Just on the communication on the post game here on the Tigers, they call it Tigers Live on Fox Sports Detroit. But he's kind of made his own bet a little bit. KRod has. He hasn't pitched well. He gives up runs. Apparently, they had a 3-2 lead a couple nights ago, and he gave up a home run. That's not good for his to get him back into the closer role again. He's got to prove to us, and probably prove to the Tigers and to many of the fans out there, that he can close again. I understand that he's frustrated. I understand that he may think he's pitching well, but to me and to everybody else, he's really not pitching well. He gives up runs. He puts runners on base, and usually that costs him later on down in the lineup. I really don't know what to say here, guys. I guess Brad kind of put him, okay, he says, okay, you think you're ready? Go ahead and prove it to us. So he put him in that 8th inning role. Boom. I think 7th or 8th inning role, maybe even the 9th inning. I can't remember. I didn't watch the game. And he gave up a home run that tied it up. Eventually, they won 5-3. But I kind of see both sides. I understand his frustration, but if he sees there's a lack of communication, then he has to bring it upon himself to talk to Rich Doobie and to talk to Brad and to talk to maybe anybody else within the organization to tell him, hey, Francisco's saying he's not getting any communication. So I don't know. I kind of think a little bit. It's a kind of a gift and a curse when you kind of do this type of stuff. But maybe it's on both sides. Maybe Brad's not communicating to the team very well, although many of the other players haven't said anything. But I don't know if he's just the one that he's at towards the end of his career, so he's like, piss on it, man. I really have nothing to lose. And with the Tigers starting to slip here a little bit, and if they don't really see a resurgence here within the next couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure the Tigers are probably going to be going on a fire sale and seeing what they can get for their players. So, but guys, one more kind of thing here before I kind of wrap it up here is Victor Martinez and his irregular heartbeat. I know that's stuff that's not to be messed around with. I hope he gets better. He's one of my favorite Tiger players. He's actually been one of my favorite players throughout his career. Even when he was with Cleveland, I believe it was with Cleveland, he was actually a pretty damn good ball player. And actually really still is a good hitter. It's just his knees are shot, and he really can't run. So, and we're just going to have to wait and see how this goes, guys. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think of the KRod rant? Do you guys think that KRod's right? Do you guys think that Brad's right? you guys think it's maybe a little bit of both, go ahead and put it down in the comments, guys, and also do a like, subscribe as well. And as always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys.